going to start with you, Sachin, because we're having this discussion on the basis of a survey that you have done. This is something the government is taking note of, and draft guidelines will be issued soon, etc. But what is the overwhelming finding that you have seen in terms of fake and counterfeit products? Is that the biggest issue, the products being fake?
So the biggest issue, Tamanna, is people getting stuck with products that they thought they were ordering, but they got a different product and they could not find an easy way to basically get a refund from the platform or get a replacement with the right product. That was the core issue. And a subset of that is counterfeit product, that you ordered, a particular brand, you did not get that brand, but you got something else. But because there was, it was a non-returnable category product, you did not find the process flow on the platform to be able to return that product. So that's, as you, covered early on, is about 48%, 1 in 2, literally, e-commerce shoppers getting, a non-returnable product and being stuck with it is the main, finding that we have learned from this survey. And of course, then there is the entire counterfeit aspect where, if you get a counterfeit, right, most people do not or are not able to identify a counterfeit, when they get it. It is only after, a certain time period, right, like a sneaker that you talked about, starts coming off, and they actually say that, this is actually a fake. By that time, the return window of the platform is already closed. And then again, it falls into a similar category where you cannot find that return process flow, and hence you are stuck with the product. So people getting stuck with these products has, largely been the issue from an e-commerce perspective. From a quick commerce perspective, which you, covered early on, it's a slightly different issue. There, the issue is more about, return and refunds, not as much about counterfeit, where, consumers are saying that, look, now quick commerce is not just about grocery and consumables, but people are ordering, phones to air purifiers, to appliances, to clothing, right? And the return and refund process has not been sorted or well defined, right? So if you get, let's say, you order a vegetable, and the return window closes within 24 to 48 hours of you getting that vegetable, that makes sense. But if you ordered an air purifier, right, and that return window closed within 48 hours and you're stuck with it, then, it is definitely an issue, because it is a 7,000-8,000 or a 10,000, rupee device versus a 20 rupee, vegetable. So I think
even in quick commerce, just one quick follow-up, Sachin, even in quick commerce, what about quality of the products? And I suppose that comes under the refund and return category, because now quick commerce is delivering perishables, right?
Right, absolutely. So the quality of the products, in most cases with quick commerce, I think when people have a grievance where something is not of the right quality, they are required to upload an image. And in majority of the cases, they are able to get a refund if, the image suggests that it is a rotten, tomato or a fruit or whatever, right? So we've not heard as many complaints about, small value return and refund grievances, but it is to do with, how do you order or how do you return something that is of higher value back to the quick commerce platforms is one thing that we have picked up over the last, I would say, about 3 to 4 months, pretty much.
And what is the sample size of this survey?
In this survey, we've got over 100,000 responses, 327 districts. It's length and breadth of the country, wherever quick commerce and e-commerce, goes. So it's really given us a real good insight in terms of what the core issues are, right? And that's what we have escalated to the government, and hoping that these standards that they roll out, which will, initially be self-governing or voluntary, are made mandatory. So the platforms, do their bit, especially in cases like if you have a counterfeit product, how do you report a counterfeit, right? Because if a platform comes to know that a consumer has found something counterfeit, though it's not confirmed yet, right, it gives them a hint to look into more detail about that complaint, right? And if they identify counterfeits early, it benefits everybody.